Hi everyone, this is Christina. I am back with another flip through video. This is a journal I just finished making that took me quite a while. I struggled for a bit, I lost my mojo in the middle and eventually got it back. Part of the problem is I maybe made it a little too big and should have edited it back a little bit. There were so many things I wanted to put in it and things got out of hand. This has a 3-inch spine. It is 6 inches by just a little over 8.5 inches. All the paper inside is 8.5. So the spine, as you can see, is exposed. I used some wax linen. The cover is a fabric that I got from Joann's, and some bits of lace trim that's been coffee dyed that I hand sewed on and also glued down a little bit. This is some vintage, some trim pulled off of a vintage garment. And this is, these are dried flowers from my backyard that I pressed and then glued to a piece of paper, and then there's a bit of vellum over it with a little frame. This is also a vintage lace. I got a huge stash from a person online who uses it to make other garments, and she was destashing, so her loss is my gain. It's fairly simple. I didn't want to have a lot of stuff poking out, so I kept it as sort of streamlined as I could. There are a few little dangly bits here and there, as you can see. It closes with a strip of China silk crepe de chine that was coffee dyed, just briefly coffee dyed, just to give it a bit of an ivory tone. So this is a present for a friend. It's a few months late. This was supposed to be for her birthday, and it's a few months late. As I said, I got a little distracted in the middle, but it has 5 signatures, some lovely foil end paper on here. Each signature kind of follows the same basic premise. Some tags. I did use a lot of Nature's Remedies printable kits from Mrs. Cog and Tracy at Love Junk Journals. I wanted a botanical sort of theme, and that was the easiest way to get that. They have so many very nice tags and papers, so I've used a lot of those in here. Some of this is just my own sort of thing that I've put together. Each signature starts with a little faux whale tail. This was me making it myself, and a little dangly beaded bit. This is, I printed out all of the background pages from the Nature's Remedies. I printed and then, on a laser printer, and then coffee dyed them, so that's why they have sort of a faded, aged look to them. I did a little bit of stamping here and there just to give it a little more texture. I have quite a few bits where I have, you know, a little image and some book page just stitched down. This is some fabric, another little pocket and a tag. I've got some old German book page in here. This is an old ledger notebook. This is fabric dyed paper. And of course I used some paper doilies and got a nice little texture on there. This is from a wildflower book, Wildflowers of North America. I didn't want to cut down that image, so folded it over. This is coffee dyeing using a vinyl patterned placemat that I got from Hobby Lobby. Then a cool little Art Deco sort of design. Did a little bit of stamping. Montgomery Ward catalog page with a bit of like very textural ribbon sewn onto it. More coffee dye paper, Nature's Remedies. This is a little sort of multi-pocket thing that I popped in here. I didn't want to fill it up because this was already very bulky, but it's got pockets everywhere and also a pocket on the side too, so she can put things in there if she wants to. This is some stenciling with a leaf stencil and a few different colors of ink. The center of the signature, I have this little CD envelope with a journal card inside, it flips up, and then this is a little hidden journaling spot that I thought was kind of cute. It's a little pocket, a little tuck spot, and a card, or a tag rather. More paper. The other side of that wildflower page. Lots of journaling space in here, which is nice. It's got the images, but also space to write. More of the dyed paper with some coffee dyed coral crochet trim, cut in half actually, sewn on there. Another pocket with, this is a napkin over a book page collage, and some paper, sort of ribbon, pleated paper ribbon. More fabric. And a little floral image. And she'll know what this means. all of the things I chose to put in here, for the most part, have significance specifically between me and her. All right, some of the paper, these floral papers I have here and the one in the center are from Craft Consortium, from a few different paper pads that they made, which they have beautiful paper. A little vintage earring that I turned into a dangle. It's from Nature's Remedies, and I just have a little journaling spot tucked in here. She could put anything she wanted, of course. As you can see, they follow the same pattern throughout. There's another pocket. This has a little envelope with some collaging on it. It's empty. Figured she could put something in there if she wanted to. I didn't want to bulk it up too much. This paper dyed beautifully using just some Rit dye that I had. Apple green. This is from a different floral book, but it's very pretty. It matches the color scheme. You can see it's a lot of purples, greens, and some touches of coral and orange. This is a strip of like a lavender du peony silk sewn on the edge. Some stamping. Here's the doily that I used. More stamping, more stamping. Here is a little journaling card with that coral color scheme. And another one here. Pretty simple. Another center of the signature. It's beautiful foil paper. This is an envelope with a journaling card inside of it. There's a tuck spot, like sort of side pocket with a tag, and a little tab on top. And this actually is loose on the side, so you could also tuck something small in there if you wanted to. It's just a pretty Muka image that I have from a little packet of them that I got for Christmas. I think they got it off of Amazon, in case anyone was wondering. More stamping, more stamping. There's some lace sewn on. This is just a page from that wildflower book. Some dyed rice paper. That nice sort of transparency to it. Or little bits of collaging just here and there. More fabric, more mushrooms, leaves. And this is a bit of lace that I sewed some cotton onto the edging of, sewed it to the page, and it's a pocket. This is from the Nature's Remedies kit. It's just sort of a little trifold. If I could actually get it undone, that would be great. It's just a little bit of yarn that I put on here. So it's a trifold. Lots of journaling space in there. There's another tab with a cute, cute little mushroom bead. I've been waiting to use that for a while. This is the Craft Consortium paper again, which is from, I think maybe they're by the riverbank or something like that kit. I don't remember. Did some leaf stamping or some tree stamping on here to go with that. believe it or not, this is dyed yellow legal paper that came out really beautifully. Wildflowers. This was coffee dyed on top of the green dye, which gave a nice, pretty texture. And it's a ledger paper. More catalog. In the center is just a nice little fern. And then I have this little tuck spot here. It's made from a junk mail envelope. And it's got just this cute little booklet that I made with some interesting sort of vintage French mushroom illustrations. Such a strange mushroom. With a little velvet ribbon. And then it's collaged on the inside with this, and it flips up, and there is journaling space with more mushrooms on there. So it's a little bulky. I probably should have kept it a little thinner than that, but I got carried away. Here's another one of those multiple book page pockets, only not all book pages. Same premise as before, it is open on the side. There's more of the coral crochet trim. Chicory. Another tag. On this tag we have this little bit from some vintage jewelry. It might have been an earring or a pendant, I'm not really sure, but it looked like a little tree or a mushroom, so I thought it would be cute. And I love this. Some dyed graph paper. Another mushroom. Here's an Australian stamp with a ghost bat on it, which I think my friend will appreciate. And it's just got a little journaling spot tucked in from the Nature's Remedy kit. More flowers. It's got a little side tuck, and this is from the Nature's Remedy kit, which I just turned into, I left it open and turned it into a journaling spot. A little bit of stamping on the inside. Just like that. And in the center, we've got another envelope. Opens at the top this time with just a plain green cardstock journaling spot with some fabric ruffle on top. Kept it simple. Didn't want to bulk it up with collage, but I like the way that this sits on the envelope. And this paper is gorgeous. From one of my favorite paper packs. This is just a little top tuck with a tag in it. I didn't want to put a ribbon on there so it would fit. Some interesting pattern I got on my coffee dyeing from the pan I was drying it in. More lace. Collaging. More fabric and collaging, stamping, stenciling everywhere. Another lace pocket. This is some dried crepe myrtle flowers from my neighborhood that I put some plain white napkin over with some Mod Podge so it would be transparent, and then Mod Podged over the top of it. Little pocket with some pearls, a couple more tags. This has some very pretty glass beads, glass and wood beads on it with like a little flower. Oops. Some silk. My pocket and tag. More flowers. From the Craft Consortium paper as well. This is from their Emporium pack, or pad, I guess you would call it, which has definitely got a botanical theme to it. just got a cute little, just a little folded journaling spot inside. This is some tracing paper that I traced an herb drawing. I don't even remember what this is anymore, but I traced it and then turned it into an envelope so she could put something in there if she wants to. More flowers. She likes orange a lot, in case you couldn't tell. So I chose most of the flowers to fit that. And here's another long piece of dyed paper, dyed and coffee dyed, actually. Another tag with napkin. Love this, it's just beautiful, very vibrant, with more paper ruffle on top. A little more fabric and collaging. This beautiful sparkly cardstock. And this was a mistake. I was trying to use my envelope maker and I picked the wrong settings, but it turned into this long, narrow envelope that I thought was actually kind of cool. You could put something in there. And this is a coffee dyed tracing paper. So we just tuck that in the back. And then a little foxglove to end it off. A little more of this beautiful paper. I got this from Joann's, from their specialty paper. So that is all of it. I hope that you enjoyed this. It is perhaps a little too chunky for easy use, but if you prop it up with a book on the other side, you can lay it fairly flat. I hope that it will be appreciated, even though it is, of course, a couple months late for her birthday. I've got some more birthday presents to make and other stuff to work on too, so I'll be back with more flip-throughs. Please let me know what you think. If you have any comments or suggestions, I'm happy to listen to any sort of helpful criticism that you might have too. I would appreciate any and all comments. So thanks and have a great day. Bye.